I have learned something powerful from the story of Elisha and the widow, a lesson that has transformed my thinking about money, provision, and the way God works. You see, too often we pray for cash, for financial breakthroughs, for wealth to miraculously appear in our hands. But the truth is, God doesn't usually give money, He gives instructions. And if we would only open our eyes to see, the answers we seek are often already in our possession. The widow came to Elisha desperate. Her husband had died, and the creditors were coming to take her sons as slaves. She needed money, fast. Now, if Elisha were like many of us, he would have prayed for God to rain down gold coins from heaven. But that's not what he did. Instead, he asked her, "What do you have in your house? What do you have?" Not, "What are you lacking?" Not, "How big is your debt?" But, "What do you already have?" At first, she almost dismissed what she had. Nothing except a little oil. That little oil was the key. Elisha then gave her an instruction, not cash. Go borrow vessels, not a few. Shut the door behind you and pour the oil. Imagine if she had ignored that instruction. What if she had said, "Man of God, I need money, not a chore." But she obeyed. She gathered vessels, shut the door, and began to pour. And as long as there was space to receive, the oil kept flowing. That small jar became the source of her financial breakthrough. She sold the oil, paid her debts, and lived on the rest. Now listen carefully. Many of us are crying out to God for money, but we are ignoring His instructions. We want cash, but He gives us a strategy. We beg for provision, but He points us to what we already have. We say, "Lord, bless me," but He says, "Use what is in your hand." You see, the problem is not that we lack resources. It's that we lack vision. The widow thought she had nothing, but she had oil. What do you have? What skills? What ideas? What resources are sitting idle in your house? You may be asking for financial breakthrough, but God is waiting for you to act on the last instruction He gave you. Prayer is powerful, but prayer without obedience is wasted breath. If the widow had only prayed but never poured the oil, she would have remained in debt. Faith is not just asking, it is seeing, believing, and acting. Today, I challenge you. Stop asking for cash and start asking for instruction. Stop focusing on what you don't have and start seeing what God has already placed in your hands. Your oil is waiting. Your miracle is in your obedience. And just like the widow, if you will follow the divine instruction, you will move from lack to overflow. Be and stay blessed.